Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Carmen with Holistic Healing with Holy Spirit. I have an awesome, powerful testimony to share with you all today. The Holy Spirit wants me to share this testimony today. It's about both of my sons. First of all, my oldest son, when he was in elementary school, his online teacher noticed that he could not pronounce a lot of sounds correctly. And so what ended up happening is she sent him to a speech therapist because he had a speech impediment. We didn't know, he was very young in elementary school, but we didn't know that he had some type of speech impediment. So my son went to speech therapy for 2 straight years. Yeah. And he would meet with the speech therapist and they would try to practice all of these different sounds and things like that. There was maybe a little bit improvement as he was going through the speech therapy, but this is what happened. He was 8 years old and he received the baptism of the Holy Spirit. And right after he received it, he came to me and he said, Mom, I can say this, I can say that. And he was showing me, and all of the sounds that he was struggling with for those 2 years that he was working with the speech therapist on, he could pronounce all of the sound. God had healed his speech impediment after he received the baptism of the Holy Spirit. And so it was like a miracle. It was just like instantly he could speak normal. He could speak those sounds. And so that is the first testimony. Oh my God. And so my youngest son, ever since he was maybe 4, he was plagued with nightmares. And so he and his brother, they shared a room together. And so my youngest son would run screaming to me and my husband's bedroom almost literally every single night. He always had nightmares. And, we prayed for him, but it just seemed like he just kept getting nightmares. And it got to the point, he was so young that he had dark circles under his eyes because he just wasn't getting enough sleep. He was always constantly waking up and running to our bedroom, scared, whatever he was seeing and all of that. And so anyway, when he was 10 years old, he too received the baptism of the Holy Spirit. And literally, he came to me right after. He said, Mom, I no longer have nightmares. Now you have to think, this started at 4 and it went all the way until 10. And that's when he received the Holy Spirit, and all the nightmares, they just stopped. And he was just so happy. We were rejoicing. And so another miraculous breakthrough. And I was just so amazed that as they both received the baptism of the Holy Spirit, a miraculous breakthrough happened for each one of them. Different things, but it was still a miracle. And I just give God all the glory, all the praise. I just had to share this because the Holy Spirit wanted me to share. And I've heard other testimonies of people getting miracles, after they were water baptized or after they received the Holy Spirit. But I had to share my testimonies from my family. So I just thank you all so much. God is still a healer. He's still a miracle worker. And if you are looking for a miracle, put your prayer requests in the comments, because we can touch and agree. And I believe God answers prayers. So thank you all so much for joining me today. And I hope to see you all next time. Bye, everyone. Love you.